What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Sorry for the delay. If you were anticipating on joining this live earlier today, I apologize, but it is Win Wednesday, also known as the Hump Day. Let's wait for a little movement here. Wait for some people to jump on, and we're going to get into this live. Again, I apologize for the delay, but I am here now. The one who inspires, Dewan Clark. Let's do some winning today, shall we? If this is your first time jumping on the live with me here, please drop a 1 in the comments for your first. If you're returning, please drop a 2. Really appreciate it. Hit that like button for me. Definitely hit that share. I think throughout this live here, you'll either think of someone that can hear this live, and you'll go ahead and hit that share button or tag somebody even afterwards. If you guys are on Facebook, please go ahead, like and follow the page. If this is a YouTube viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe page so you don't miss anything in the future that we got for you. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start winning on this Wednesday. Let's get into this live. Steven, how you doing? Guys, as usual, if you do hit that share button, I see the notification, you will get a full name shout out. But yeah, again, let's get back to the live and talk about winning here. So what do we have here today? This Wednesday, this day that's become somewhat of an ideal celebration. It's very widely used for the hump day. You can go ahead and hashtag that, the hump day, getting halfway over the hump of the week. And I don't understand, at this point in my life, I've come to realize that, that hump for so many people is the hump of being halfway done the week, not just to say, okay, I got through another week, I completed it, I did things that I wanted to do, but more so for people to say, I'm halfway done working. Again, halfway done my time in this week. And it began to play in my head as to what this hump day actually is. Now, for many entrepreneurs, for many people who are really trying to go after, the life that they want, people that are enjoying doing things that they, want to do in life, hump day is different for them. People that are enjoying every single day, the hump for a lot of people is, halfway reaching your goals for the week that you set. But so many people say hump day to be halfway done the work week, and it's due to their unhappiness at said job. It's due to them feeling like they're just not creating enough at this job that they go to every day. So the hump kind of gives them this idea of celebrating the fact that they're halfway through the work week. And the older I've gotten, I'll be 31 in a few days. And, a lot of people say, oh, you're just a baby, but I've experienced things myself that have made me realize, the difference in this term hump day for some people. And, I have to say to, adults out there, if, you're constantly living your life week by week, okay, if every week is about the hump of almost being done, it becomes your fault. It becomes your win, which isn't a sufficient win to actually enjoy your life. It becomes a routine. It becomes a process of you trying to just rush through your life because of something that makes you unhappy. You want to rush through each day of the week because you are not happy in the things you have to do throughout the day. And work being the big part of it. And people don't stop to think, how much time of your life are you truly going to spend at this job or working and you don't enjoy it? Doing things that you don't do every day that take up so much of your life. If you put in a pie chart, that chunk of life there, that big color would be work, where you spend so much of your time. Most people, if you're working full time, you're spending 40 hours a week minimum. But the hump is to, get over being almost done. Now, for people that are going after what they want, they understand, I want to win in life. I want to live my life. The hump for them more so is halfway completing the goals that they set out for themselves. But also, being halfway through the week isn't just so they can say I'm almost done my work week. A lot of people, including myself, will think of the hump day as something different now. And months ago when I decided to really take this entrepreneurial journey serious and really get into, having my own businesses and marketing, I truly over time have understood what that hump day is for me. And it brings the actual idea of the celebration. And that is that when the weekend comes, I get to work that much harder on my business, on building my brand and helping people, because so many people aren't doing it themselves. I can keep working to create more income for myself, not just the short term, but long term, because so many other people aren't doing it. So those are people I can actually reach out to. So many people said, I can't, or I won't. Those are the people down the line that are still out there to be helped. And that is beneficial to me. That's beneficial to a lot of marketers. It's beneficial to entrepreneurs in general, because it gives us whatever your niche is, whether you have a clothing store, that you own, or, you sell T-shirts, out of your house, whatever it is, you cook food platters, whatever it is, the weekend comes and it creates an opportunity for us to, make a bigger impact, because so many people aren't doing anything. They were rushed through their week. So when hump day comes, it makes me, excited that, okay, Friday's going to come, payday for so many people. And most people are just going to say, okay, because I got paid, I shouldn't do anything additional, as far as work goes. I shouldn't have to put in any more hours trying to do something that creates income for myself. And they missed the part about, having that time freedom. They missed the part about, being that business owner, being that entrepreneur, having more freedom as a whole. And I truly think a lot of entrepreneurs would agree with me. Hump day is different once you decide to take this seriously. We get very excited about it because, like they say, I'm up working while everybody else is sleeping. Or, when you learn to make money in your sleep, you'll truly end up getting to retire. And the list goes on. But, when it comes to winning, people that are using this hump day as a means to get to a temporary break from, such a big chunk of their life, their job, or whatever it may be that makes them unhappy, winning becomes, a fictional win. It becomes something that isn't real. They think that when they get to Friday, that's a win. But it's because they've been so conditioned by losing that now they set up these facades of actual wins. On Wednesday, halfway through the week, you should be, looking at the wins that you have for the week. You should be looking at, what you've done throughout the week so far, even though it's so early in the week, it's only halfway through. You should be able to look at that and say, wow, I got this done and I had planned to, or I got this done, wasn't expecting to, but now I'm ahead of schedule. And that's a win. I want people to start understanding that every day is an opportunity to start winning. Okay. Going from, if you're somebody who doesn't like working for other people, there's no reason at this point in time, with the way technology is, that you are not working on a business of your own so you can be the boss, because you do not enjoy having a boss to, take orders from, if you will. You don't like having a boss to report to. So you need to start telling yourself that I can win. I can have the life that I want if I decide to go after it. Okay, people have been so conditioned by losing that they forget what an actual win is. They forget that they can win. They start believing that there's no way they can win. They're stuck at their job. Going from one job to another. Mind you hate working for people, and you really don't like the 9-to-5 job idea, structure. Going from one job to another just because now you make more money, that's not winning. That's just changing the course of your losing, because at the end of the day, you're still not doing anything that makes you happy. You're still spending so much of your time fighting to get through an unhappy place, whether it's your job, whether it's your home life, whatever it is. You shouldn't be fighting to get through it, because then you're not truly living your life. But more so for those people that work, because those are the main people that I look to help. People that feel I may never retire. They feel like they can't win when it comes to retirement. They feel like they can't win when it comes to getting that promotion. They feel like they can't win, when they want to take vacation on their own time. They feel like they can't win because they can't make more money. They feel stuck. Those are the people that I look to help, truly present an opportunity to. But it's about winning. You know, everybody wants to win. But you can never start winning unless you change something that you're doing that's keeping you losing. Get what I'm saying? You cannot start winning unless you are willing to change something that you do that keeps you losing. If you are looking to live a more stress-free life, a more free life, a more financially set life, and that's the way you see winning, then you have to be willing to change something that you're doing that's keeping you losing. Whether that's your friends, whether that's your family members, the people you hang out with, your coworkers, your entire job scenery, you know, you have to start looking at it from a different perspective. And you got to start looking at it as, I want to win, so I'm going to win. Okay, people will tell you that you know, they'll tell you different things to make you feel like you can't win, because to them that's a win. They got to knock you lower to the losers bracket, so now they step above you and win. Let's see what we got in the comments here. Guys, please do me a favor. If this is your first time joining me on a live, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments for me, please, to signify your first time. Symbolize your first time. Don't know why I said that word. If this is your return visit, if you will, no matter the number, please drop a 2. Let me know that you've been here before. Feel free to drop where you're watching from, guys. If you hit that share button, you're going to get a full name shout out. If you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead, hit the page, like and follow so you don't miss any more content in the future. Now, if you happen to be on YouTube, I want you to hit that red subscribe button. That way you can stay up, turn on the notifications if you need to, and you'll always be notified. So let's see the comments here. We got Steven. Steven got a 2 drop down. Of course, my brother, I appreciate you dropping in. Kurt, great advice. My brother, bring it. Oh, thanks, man. I'm trying. Alex, hey, how are ya? Alex, yes, you can. You can win, because nobody can truly stop anybody from not winning. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, to win, you have to be willing to give that extra 20%. Hey, hope you've been well. Hey, Kayla, yes, I have been well. Thank you for hopping on. Syracuse, New York. All right, Kurt, I see you. I'm here in Pennsylvania. Right in Pennsylvania and Paoli. M Slice, how you doing? But yeah, guys, you can win. I mean, think about this. They say on average, the person uses 5% of their brain capacity, not their brain power, their brain capacity. Okay. When you see somebody who knows how to win, who's going after a win, they are, you know, overcoming objections. They are understanding that it's okay to hear no, but they truly still have the desire to help people, including themselves, have a better life, have a better future, do better for themselves and their family. Okay. They're using about 20% of their brain capacity. Okay, now when you see people in competition, for example, you got 3 people at the podium. Okay, the higher these 3 go up, the more brain capacity that's being used. Okay, you got your average person sitting in the crowd and we're watching. Okay, the average person is watching. Okay, now you bump up to that 5%. Okay, I'll say 10%, because the 5 is for the average person. Now you got that 10%. Okay, for the people that decided, let me go out here and compete in this competition. Let me put myself to the test. Let me train. Let me eat well. Let me do the things I need to do every day and put myself through the pain and the sweat and the tears that come with it to try to win and be number 1. Okay, so they're at about 10% of their brain capacity. All right, now that race starts, pow. Now that race finishes, they're at the podium. Okay, you got the person in third. They were at that 10%. Okay. They were at that 10%, the person in third. Okay, the person in second, now they're going to boost up to 20%, okay, because they're going above and beyond, they're being extraordinary, and they want to win, okay? They're tired of losing. Now, that person that sits in that first place position has now boosted up to about 40% of their brain capacity, and you wonder how it goes up so much. I mean, people that are truly, truly winning, they're already at 20. Now, the person that becomes above that person who was at 20, you know, that 20% just keeps multiplying until obviously it reaches the 100%, figuratively speaking. But it is about winning. You have to want to win. Nobody can take your desire to win. Nobody can take what you can give to win. That's what people need to understand. Whether you're trying to build a business for yourself, for your family, you're trying to do more for your future, you're trying to secure a better financial future, you know, nobody can take away what you're willing to give to win. But the key is you have to be willing to give. You know, so many of us getting to, you know, marketing online and, you know, working from home and, you know, helping people with different opportunities and programs, whatever it may be. And, you know, it's our way of giving. Yes, we do receive, but it's our way of giving, because you have to be willing you have to be willing to give if you are willing to receive. But that's what winning is about. We have to, you know, break this structure, this mold that we've been convinced to believe that is making us lose. You know, you might be able to pay your bills. You might have a house that you're okay with because that's, you know, your circumstances put you in that type of house. Your car might be just, you know, okay, I have a car, but it's nothing you truly wanted. And we feel like we're winning. But when you are doing things that you do not enjoy every day, you are not winning. You are losing, but you have it inside of you to win. You just have to start looking from a different perspective. Okay, understand you cannot get blue water from the ocean, but it's about your perspective. Okay, it's about how you see things. If you see yourself only worth $50,000 a year, then you can't expect to have more than $50,000 a year. You can't expect to be given more because your expectation does not meet, okay? It does not meet your criteria. You know, your criteria is 50,000 and you're okay. So you cannot expect to get more. People that want to have millions of dollars in the bank, hundreds of thousands, whatever it is, go on vacations when they want, work from their laptop, wherever they are. You can't expect these rewards to happen. You can't expect these results if your criteria is just to not do anything extra, to think everything's a scam that's presented to you that's not working for someone else. If you think that it's just going to happen overnight without any work, okay, you can't have that criteria and expect greater results. Okay, you can't expect millionaire results. Okay, giving average effort, it just doesn't happen that way. All right, it does not happen. All right, let's see who we got here. Guys, I appreciate everybody that's on here. If I could hit the like and love button, I would for you guys. But if you could do me a favor and just go ahead and pop that like button, pop that heart in for me, I'd appreciate it. If you guys are watching for the first time, me go live, please drop a 1 in the comments so I can see that it is your first time. Anybody returning, please drop that 2. All right. If you guys are, you know, feeling what I'm saying, if you're connecting with me, whether it applies to you, I'm sure you could think of somebody who needs to hear this as far as winning, because everybody wants to win. Everybody has the potential to win. Just so many people feel like there is no way to get into the winner's bracket. So go ahead and hit that share button, you know, tag somebody in this, let somebody see that you feel needs to win, but they just need to hear it from a different source, because that's what today is about, winning on this Wednesday, on this hashtag hump day. Okay, thank you. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and like and follow the page so you don't miss future content. YouTubers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Same goes for you. All right, let's get to some of these comments here, guys. I appreciate you jumping on. Let's see. Cough, cough, Michelle. Winning isn't about making millions. It's about creating a solution for people's problems. Exactly, Michelle. Exactly. So well said. Michelle Turner, guys, if you didn't read that, go ahead and read that comment because it is so right. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that like button while we're on here live. Okay, guys, money is not the key to happiness, but it does allow you to do more things that make you happy. If you feel like you don't make enough money, there's no reason why you're not trying to figure out a way, implementing that way, and making more money, because there's enough out here for all of us. You cannot be afraid to have a full plate, because they say that's the only way you can actually eat. How are you going to eat when your plate is empty? Because you're not doing more, you're not giving more. You need to commit to yourself. You need to believe in yourself, guys. Start thinking that you can win. I told you before, stop looking with these and start looking with this. Close your eyes and start imagining what you actually want. Start imagining yourself getting there, because the more you can picture it, okay, you will then, when it's, you know, when you can feel the wind blowing through your hair, when you're driving in that car that you imagine, when you can taste, you know, the food in your house that you're going to buy, the luxury house, you know, when you can feel the door handle of that house you're about to walk into, the nice clothes you have on. Okay, guys, when you can start to visualize to that point, you're automatically going to start to change your psyche. You're going to want to have those things in reality because your dream about it has become so real, and then you will start winning. But you have to do something. Guys, I appreciate all the love, the likes and the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see some of these comments here. What we got? Tanya, how are you, Smiley? Yeah, I've been on for a little bit, but you can still catch the value. Yes, yes. Trying to bring it to you guys. I hope you appreciate it. I'm doing a good job. Oh, yeah, I'm sliced. Yeah, the whole flipping off. All good. I'm not going to do it on this live, but yeah. Sorry. I wanted the one finger. Oh, I mean, it's one, isn't it? I appreciate it anyway, guys. Thank you. Thank you. But let's get back to talking about winning. You know, as I stated, you know, I'll be 31 in a few days here. And just in the few months, you know, of my, you know, year of 30, I've grown so much to understanding more about what I want out of life. I've grown so much from, you know, connecting with certain people in my life, a lot of which are on here on this live right now. I appreciate you guys. You know, so many people have taught me so many things, and it reshaped my mentality about myself. It reshaped how I thought about actually winning. You know, it took winning past just a competition between me and someone else, or me and a bunch of people. And I started looking at it as the competition, okay, is with myself. So I started looking at winning and losing completely different. You still a baby. Yes, M Slice, I know. That's funny because I just said that earlier, that when people hear me say I'm about to be 31, you know, a lot of people say you're still a baby. And that's the beauty of it. You know, so many entrepreneurs, they're, you know, still in that baby phase like myself to many, but then there's so many who are in the grandparent phase. And I mean like the elderly phase, okay? And they're starting to realize that they want to win, and they're doing it the same. But like I said, I started to have that internal conflict with myself as far as what is actually winning and what is actually losing for me. Okay, if I wake up every day and have to, you know, basically struggle to get out of bed because I don't have any type of enthusiasm to, you know, get to the job that I don't like going to, just because I get through the day and I get a paycheck at the end of the week every 2 weeks does not mean I'm winning. And I had to start thinking about that because it started to make me almost feel like I was going insane, trying to convince myself that I was winning because what I was doing each day that I had to do because of my circumstances. And, you know, you shouldn't have to convince yourself of true wins, okay? Myself, like so many others, we want to make more money for ourselves. You know, ourselves. So we've turned to, you know, starting our own businesses, building our own brands, just really diving into being an entrepreneur and saying, I can win. And we don't have to convince ourselves of wins, because when you're putting in the hard work, when you're setting goals and you're accomplishing those goals, the wins are there. Every time you hit a goal, that's a win. Listen, it's hump day today. You're halfway through your goals for the week. That is a win. That's something to celebrate for you. That's something for you to understand that you are winning, because you're not doing something every day that you do not like, which indeed is losing. Okay, you might think you have to do it because your responsibilities that you have. You might think that you have to do it because, you know, nobody believes in what you're doing. Nobody wants to sign up with, you know, the program you have. Nobody wants to, you know, support you in, you know, the decision that you're making to really go after it yourself. Guess what? You can win all by yourself in here, because you don't need anyone else to win. Okay, you just have to understand that when you realize that you're losing, and you don't want to lose anymore, you have to realize that it's going to take some steps, it's going to take some action. You're going to have to actually tell yourself, I'm tired of losing to the point that now I want to experience winning. When you get to the point where you realize that you are so tired of losing and you want to experience winning, you will start taking steps to win. But you cannot win if you're doing things that you do that make you lose. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, guys, please hit that share button here. Hit that like button for me, the hearts. Show your love. I love you all. Thank you very much for tuning in here. Let's get to some of these comments. You aren't a baby in that you are still young is what I meant. I'm like a T-Rex out here trying to grab shit. My prehistoric tiny arms, T-Rex. Oh, boom. I like that. We can mic drop it. All right. Michelle Turner, thank you for that awesome comment. That was great. It makes sense, but that's, that's a good metaphor itself. If you're out here walking around like a little gecko, you can't expect to get T-Rex results. You can't expect to smash through the competition. You can't expect to tear through all objections, to tear through the blindness that you're seeing here and start opening this. Okay, you can't expect to soar like a pterodactyl. You cannot be, in that gigantic prehistoric Jurassic Park form if you are just living your life like a gecko. You cannot expect to win if you are constantly doing things that make you lose. You might need to start thinking about changing the people you hang around. All right. You want to win, start hanging around with winners. You want to continue to lose, then you will continue to hang around the losers you hang around with. Okay. Now you can be abundant in life. You can be abundant in health, happiness, whatever it is, but you have to start telling yourself, that's what I want because that's a win to me. And stop creating these ideas of celebrations that are not real celebrations. They're not real accomplishments. Yes, that's great. You have a job, you're going to work every day. Okay, that you can look at that as an accomplishment for yourself. But at the same time, if you're not happy doing what you're doing, then how much of an accomplishment is it? Okay, you're going to look at it and say, I'm doing what I have to do because of my current circumstances, but I'm not actually doing anything that I want to do. Understand, people, when I say doing stuff that you want to do, and I mean truly want to do in life, seeing the world. You're not put here just to live in that small town that you live in, that small city, that small state. Go see the world, go enjoy it, go see life itself. Okay, you can't truly see life until you start going and experiencing life. But do something that you like to do. Now, understand that to do something you like to do, you will have to have done it. Okay. Now, if you're just starting, okay, now you realize you like to do that. Okay, I like to create for myself. That's why I decided, entrepreneur is the right thing for me. The systematic, structure of just going to school, getting a job, working for somebody till I retire or hope to retire and then die. That's not for me. I'm here to encourage people. I'm here to motivate people, inspire people. Listen, motivation alone won't do it. Inspiration alone won't do it. You have to find drive. You have to find guile. You have to find it within yourself to, put that fire in the air, put that fire in the air in front of you and say, you know what, I'm going to walk through this. It's going to burn. It's going to hurt. But that is my story because that's what's going to push me to win because I'm tired of losing. Okay. Everyone, okay, can win. But not everyone wants to stop losing because they feel they don't know how. Listen, you don't know what you don't know. Okay. It's as simple as that. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what other greatness is out there for you because you don't know, but you will never get a chance to see it if you are still living in a mindset that you need to see with these and not this, because this right here, okay, that brain of yours is going to power you to get to, that clarity, that perspective that when you finally look up, you say, wow, I made it because I did it. I'm winning because I decided to stop losing. That's when you truly start to win. When you really say to yourself, and I'm not just saying out loud in words, I mean truly are able to look around, look what you've accomplished, look at your checklist, whether it's real or imaginary, look at the things you've been able to to do, to places you've been able to go, things you've been able to buy, all because you wanted to. You realize that you stopped losing because now you are winning. Everybody can win when they decide to stop losing. Listen, there's too much opportunity out here, guys. Listen, I pray for everyone to, wake up, get an awakening in their brain and say, there's more for me to get. I might have to, go to work every day and then put, an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours after work working on my business to build it up because that's what I want to do to win. I want to do more things that, building this business will allow me to do. It's crazy how our government is already set up, in a way people don't understand. The government kind of operates in a way for you to win. And I don't mean in every situation. So that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about as far as people being entrepreneurs. The government, they reward people for being entrepreneurs. You get your tax breaks. You get so much when you own a business. Okay. Tax breaks is a big one. That's why it's the only thing I decided to state. But it offers you the ability to be more free from that governmental system because you give yourself the means to do more of what you want to do. So it's like they're rewarding you for being an entrepreneur, but yet so many people don't want to be an entrepreneur. You know, there are people that, you know, complain about the taxes and this and that, and they're taking our money. You know, maybe you're just not making enough money. Okay, maybe you're so scared of letting go of the money that you have. You know, it's because of the fact that you only make the income that you make. It's not really that you're, you know, bothered by what the tax is. You're not happy with the income you make, so feel like you shouldn't have to give any of it up, any more of it up. Okay, but you know, think about when you own a business. Okay, you could be out to dinner, having a dinner, boom, you start talking about business, you start doing a little business, boom. Now you're talking about write-offs. Okay, write-offs. They want to save you money when you are a business owner. So for me, it was okay. Let me get into marketing online. You know, there's billions of people online. You know, why not? And that's another thing. Why not do something that can help you make more income, but at the same time help others do the same by putting themselves in that position by, you know, joining you. They're not joining the business, they're joining you. But why not do that? You know, you get all of these tax breaks, get things to write off. They're basically telling you, listen, we want you to have a business so you can save money because you get to write things off. You know, you go out and you buy a new computer so you can work on, say you decide to, you know, become an LLC, whatever it may be, you're going to get breaks. So in the long term, you're actually saving money. But that's when you start to win. Guys, you cannot start winning until you are willing to change something that you do that's keeping you losing. Okay? Understand me on this. We can hashtag that Win Wednesday, okay? For some people, it's truly a hump day for completing their goals. You know, the hump of getting closer through another week towards the life that they want for themselves. Guys, it's never too late, okay? You're never too old to truly decide you want to start doing something that makes you happy. You want to start creating more of the life that you want, okay? And you're never too young to decide that that's what you want to do. Understand that, all right? You know, there's people out there who, I heard a story, I forget the lady's name, so credit to the lady of this story here. But she talked about how she worked, you know, in the town that she lived in. She ended up working at IBM because that was pretty much the only job in that town. You either got to, you know, work for IBM, you know, you could work behind the desk, or, you know, you could be an engineer. I forget what she said it was. So she decided to be an engineer, and she said, you know, working at IBM, you know, she had realized that she wasn't happy. And she made a point to, you know, kind of tell her boss that she was quitting and said, I'm going to start living my life. You know, she realized that no matter how much money she was making at IBM, if she wasn't happy, she wasn't truly living her life. And then she goes on to tell about someone else in their cubicle who, you know, an engineer who had created something. And she asked the man, she said, what is it that you're working on? And he said, I'm working on a device, a program, mind you. Excuse me, a program, yes, that will count down the exact year, day, what do you say, year, month, day, hour, minute, second to the millisecond of when I retire. Think about that. Build a device to count down when he'll actually retire and start living his life. Because he as well understood that what he was doing was not truly making him happy, and he wasn't living his life. He was just going through the steps of, you know, falsifying wins in life. Guys, there's so much money out here for all of us to make. There's so much opportunity to help people, but you have to be willing to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to tell yourself that I'm tired of losing. I want to win. You have to be willing, again, to start truly winning. You have to be willing to change something that you do in your life that keeps you losing. Whether it's the company you keep, the people you do business with, what you do in your free time. We all have the time to get it done. It's just a matter of wanting to get it done. Guys, the one who inspires, I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you guys appreciate it, because I do appreciate you. Guys, like I said, please share this with anyone you feel needs to hear something about winning. Go ahead and tag somebody after the video is over. I would really appreciate that. Let's spread the word. People need to understand that they can win, but sometimes they need to hear it from a different source. So I'm willing to be that source, but I want everybody to start thinking to themselves, I'm tired of losing. And the reason you're tired of losing is because you want to start to win. That's why you're tired of losing, because you want to win. You see what winners are doing. You see winners are enjoying their lives. You see winners are winning. And that's what you want to do. You want to be on the opposite side. Instead of just watching people live their lives, you want to actually join them and start living yours. Okay, guys, once again, if you're watching the replay here, okay, if this is your first time checking me out, if somebody shared this, shared you in this, please comment who shared this to you, who you saw it through. But drop a 1 if it's your first time checking me out on the live video or the replay. Drop a 2 if you're a return visitor, supporter, watcher, viewer, however you want to label it. Guys, go ahead and like and follow that page right there, Dewan Clark Future Movement, because it is about the movement towards the future. My name is Dewan Clark, the one who inspires. If you're checking me out on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Don't want you guys to miss anything. Listen, Ellen DeGeneres, Steve Harvey, Oprah, Gary V, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Ray Higdon. Listen, guys, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you all, okay? It might not be tomorrow, might not be next week, but at some point, I'm waiting for you guys to get in contact with me so we can go ahead and talk face-to-face or on a video call. We can do a live together, but I'm waiting for you guys to contact me because you want to hear some of what I have to say and help me spread this word of winning to the world and this motivation. So don't be afraid. Please contact me, write me a message, whatever it might be. I'm waiting for you guys. You're already up there. You can help me build this platform of movement to the future, okay? You can help me gain visibility. So when that day comes, I appreciate you already because I will be seeing you at some point. Guys, keep winning on this Wednesday. Thursday's coming up. Don't miss your dose of the one who inspires. I'll talk to you. Peace.